wasn't sure how my junior officers would handle their new promotions.
I don't want to get promoted. I want to stay charmingly insubordinate.
But they've shown remarkable composure. Everyone's obeying orders and working in lockstep.
Nobody pull their disruptors.
Don't know where we are.
Yeah. Where's
No, it's
here?
been so
We're happy
fast.
we're happy to be here.
Yeah.
We're happy it's the final season, so it's like what's it called when you put the espresso in the vanilla ice cream?
It's an avocado.
Yeah.
It's like a shitty affogato.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to swear?
I mean,
There's
we
no
did.
way.
It's fine.
Oh, you're gonna regret you did that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a good answer.
Whoa.
You know, it's funny, we get this question a lot, and for an animated comedy,
But you
usually
have-
the characters aren't growing, but they do. They grow
Yes.
a ton.
Yeah, usually characters don't even change their clothes in an animated comedy.
No,
But
yeah.
these guys, they change their whole way
No,
of
I feel like
being.
you guys actually evolve, like in your relationship.
They do.
But
they
we almost
do.
never change our clothes. It's a
Yeah,
uniform.
you do.
That's
It is
true.
still
Starfleet.
That's
It's
true.
a whole thing. But
But
no, I
no.
mean, I think all the characters grow in such cool ways. Like,
Yeah.
and with us still having that kind of episodic, like, you know, occasionally we'll have like a little bottle episode or a little villain of the week episode too,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
I love it. I just love what we can do and what you and the writers have accomplished.
In last season, they all got new roles. They all got new jobs with more responsibility. And this season, everybody's characters grows a little bit more, like in a satisfying way, in different ways. Like
Yep.
Mariner does.
Yeah, Mariner grows so much. Oh my God, she was a charming nightmare in season 1, and now she's learning to be less of a nightmare and more of
Yeah.
a leader. And
Slightly
finding her
less-
voice.
Slightly less
Still charming. Still
Yeah,
charming.
she's still charming, still nightmare-ish, but more of a leader.
Yeah.
Rutherford feels like he's trying to be and learns to be more of an individual since his bestie's not around, but I think that helps him. But ultimately, everybody does grow quite a bit, but they grow because they're all together and
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they help each other grow. So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
I have to correct you on that. It's actually just a quadrant of one galaxy.
Right, yeah.
It's
the
not a whole
universe is very
universe.
I
big.
gotta
Get
go.
him, Mike! Get him, Mike! Get him, Mike!
go.
She's got a hat on too.
We've never been to Mercury.
I would go to Setlick 2. Is
Setlick
that where
2?
O'Brien murdered all those Kardashians?
Yeah, part of the Setlight Prime season. Yeah.
That's really dark. I don't know why, but I'm always just like, man, I wonder what that looks like.
What about Wolf 358? We don't hear a lot
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. We need
Yeah.
to
The
go
Wade
for
Chiller
Friday.
one?
Yeah, that's not a lot goes on.
So you
Wolf
say we've
358.
never been to Mercury?
I don't think they've been
Can
to
we-
Mercury. It's very unpleasant.
Can
there.
we go every time it's in retrograde and stop that so people stop saying, I guess
yeah.
Mercury is in retrograde,
Yeah.
so that it never happens again?
Maybe
Yeah.
by the time Star Trek is happening, they've solved that.
I think
Yeah.
they've-
retrograde.
I think they've solved astrology by the time Star
Yeah.
Trek happens.
Yeah. I'd like to go to Mars just to beat Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you know
yeah.
he's still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mars, there's no ionosphere. The dust is all cancerous. I don't know what he wants to do there.
He
Yeah, well,
is
that's
Khan,
true.
right?
He is.
Like,
Yeah.
He wishes.
He wished.
He wishes.
Yeah.
I
said it.
gotta go.
Mike's
Mike,
got
I'm
so
gonna-
many
hold
hot
on, So now I'm
takes.
gonna put you on the spot.
Uh-oh, Mike.
Yeah, what has it meant to be a part of bringing this show to life?
That's my dream. Like,
I
I absolutely love it.
I know it means so much to you as someone who, has brought the show to life, who has seen it through. That I know you said, you don't think they even let us do this.
No, I didn't,
And
and-
you did it for 5 seasons.
And the internet told us to f off, and we didn't, and I'm glad we didn't, and we had a blast doing it. I know these guys. I work with an amazing team of artists at Titmouse. We have a full orchestra. There's a million things with this show. Getting to play in Star Trek was something I never thought I was going to get to do, and then everything else on this show was something I didn't know. So, and we got to do 50 episodes on it. So like, now
That's huge.
I'm just so proud of it. We don't got a stinker in the bunch.
Nope.
No.
And,
No duds.
No duds.
we've always been a love letter to Star Trek. This season's also a love letter to these guys, to Lower Decks, to the art team, to everybody that makes the show. And I'm really excited for everybody to get to see it.
Yeah.
Sorry, can we also just say how much we love this guy?
Yes.
We
Me?
love this guy.
Oh, me?
No, we're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
you.
It's you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
talking
we're doing
about you.
a different interview where they talk about me.
You changed all of our lives for the better, and thank you
Yes.
so much,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Yes,
Thank
you've
you,
crushed
Mike.
it.
You're the best.
Yeah.
The first time Jonathan Frakes came in,
Yeah.
and we had our first legacy Star Trek actor. It's actually not true. John Delancey came in for a very brief moment, and then Frakes came in as a bigger character we had recurring, and that's when I was like, holy shit, we're making Star Trek. Like, this is
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
I have, I mean, there are so many memories in terms of like me personally like recording stuff, but I did get to go sit in on the orchestra recording a few weeks ago, and that was incredible because it was 2-picture. So they're having the picture.
That's so
with
cool.
the,
Man.
Composer Chris Westlake
God, I'm
conducting
jealous.
everybody
Dang.
in the moment. It's just the level of excellence. It's like we've seen the excellence. You know,
Was that an email you got or something?
I don't. You know, I
You
just,
don't check your email.
I don't. Yeah.
But it was just incredible because I guess I didn't realize that it had been a live orchestra the whole time.
Yeah.
You just don't realize how much goes into it. I had an understanding with the animation because I have a little bit of a background of it, but I was like, oh, that wasn't just computer. We're not on the computer. There were like 100 people with instruments playing a composition that Chris came up with. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people worked on this and would love to continue working on
Yeah.
Yeah.
it. This
Yeah.
was a
Top of their craft.
It's amazing. I mean, I still every episode I watch every episode, and I never skip the opening credits because it's still one of those things that I feel in my body when it happens. To see like. You know, just to see your name in those credits in that font and your ship, it's just.
You know what's so funny? When I was like, we're gonna do that with your names in the credits, I remember somebody back in the day being like, you don't have to do that. And I was like, this is Star Trek. We do have to do that. That's the fun.
Who were they that said that?
Yeah, who said
Yeah, who
that?
was
Who said that, Mike?
Say
Drag 'em.
names.
If it
Drag
makes you
'em.
feel better, they were at CBS All Access. So
I'm gonna
not
email
sure
them.
if that's,
I'm
not
gonna
sure
email
if
some
that's
of those
applicable.
old defunct addresses.
You can bleep that.
My memory was I remember going to Star Trek Mission Chicago. I was with you, Tani, Mike, Noel, like everyone here except for Eugene. I'm so sorry you
Yeah,
couldn't
I
make
was-
it.
no,
I love you.
no. I
Jerry
was working
O'Connell was
at,
there. It was really
CBS
fun.
All Access.
But we came out. We came out and we did our first panel at a Star Trek convention, and we came out during the pandemic, and we had seen some, nice positive things online, but getting to actually see the fans for the first time, and there was just like a sea of them all of a sudden, just in like Lower Decks cosplay, and like it was amazing. I was like, oh, they get it. It's so nice, and to this day, they've just been some of the nicest fans I've ever had the pleasure of interacting with, and that was wonderful. The fact that they started chanting Lower Decks
I was gonna say
Yeah, the
before
chants.
us, like, starting that. Like, we didn't have to
Backstage, we
start
were
it.
like, we should chant and
Yeah.
get them to chant Lower Decks,
Yeah.
but they did it
They
anyway.
chanted.
Yeah.
That's the wild thing about the chant, is that the chant also follows us to non-Star Trek things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'll just do like a live
Like on the
podcast
street.
thing, or like
Yeah.
truly on the street, like
Just happened to us
yeah,
last
it
night.
just happened to us. We did a
Nuh-uh.
a comedy podcast for a friend, not at all Star Trek affiliated, and people in the audience started chanting Lower Decks. And you should see, for people who aren't familiar, who are like on the stage with you, they're like, why is everyone yelling?
See, when
I
I
thought
hear
they were
people
saying
chanting,
our
I join
guests.
in.
Yeah.
Whatever they're chanting, I'm like, yeah, we're chanting. Let's do it.
No,
Cross
no,
the
that's how
street.
Mussolini gained power.
Ooh,
Like, just join in.
Oh, I'm part of the crowd. Uh-oh.
So yeah, we love the chants.
Yeah.
You know, I have a hot take
Separate
on
the
this.
sauce.
Here we go.
Of
Mike.
everybody, I think
You
Tendi
can be
Yeah.
honest about it.
would be an amazing captain.
Agree.
Yep. Agreed.
I think
Agreed.
you would be an amazing number one. Mariner would be an amazing number
I
one.
just
Not
want to
you, Mariner,
separate
the
the
character
saucer
Mariner.
from the
Sorry.
ship. I just
Yeah.
want to separate the saucer from the
And
ship.
you
That's
would
all
do
I
it
care about.
perfectly.
Just rip that ship apart.
I think chief engineer back here
Of course.
would be
Easy.
perfect.
I can do it now.
And I
Rip the ship
I
apart.
think Jack would be amazing. I think Boimler would be an amazing captain, but I think he'd be even better at being in charge of the Lower Decks. You know?
Oh
like-
yeah, I
Oh,
see
yeah.
And
that.
I go back and forth between
Look-
you or Mariner or you and
Well,
you guys
I'm
are your
always
character.
like, yeah, like he wants to be captain, but I'm like, I think he just wants to like foster,
Yes.
be the person
Well-
to the Lower Decks that he wish he could have had, you know?
Aw.
What
Like,
about
that's
Admiral?
what-
You want to be an Admiral?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
All them pips.
Are you handing them out?
Yeah.
The
He's got those
military-
shoulder things. He's
the
got
military
shoulder-
is
That's
so
the new
easy.
series.
Loves
That's
that.
the new
Yeah, yeah,
series,
yeah.
right?
Called
Yeah. That's how
Admiral
you guys
Boimler.
say it.
Admiral Boimler. Rolls right off the tongue.
Admiral Boimler.
Admiral Boimler.
Admirals I've heard so much about.
Yeah.
Boimler Admiral.
You need a good admiral. You
It's
finally
a good
need
idea.
one.
It's a good idea.
Goodbye.
Bye. I guess that's it.